No worries, I got this tonight. You go relax. I know you need it. On July 21st, Venus, the planet of love and relationships, enters Virgo. This is a very dynamic planetary ingress because right upon her transition out of Leo and into Virgo, Venus is going to align with the fixed royal star Regulus. She can do no wrong. We may see themes of strong female leadership on this day. Regulus is a star associated with victory and honors, and it's now, due to a process known as precession, Virgo now is the home of Regulus. So yeah, it's all about like the queen's rising. So that is something that we may be able to see playing out on the world stage today. It may be a time where we're really owning our like fullest, like highest, most divine expression of the feminine, which we all have the feminine within us. We all do. So maybe we're wanting to connect with our feminine polarity today in a beautiful, strong and loving way. So also Venus entering Virgo. This is not Venus's favorite sign to be in. Venus is considered to be in her fall in Virgo. And the thing is, though, is that I like Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo is very helpful. Venus in Virgo is all about selflessness and service and let me help you out. So I think Venus is in her fall in Virgo because some of the things that Venus can offer in Virgo may not be the sexiest or the grandest gestures of romance, right? But doing the dishes is fucking hot. Vacuuming the house is fucking hot. I know that one of my love languages is acts of service. And I think that that's something that really, Venus in Virgo, 100% acts of service. So it may not be a bouquet of flowers. It may not be taking you out to dinner and giving you jewelry, but it's doing the dishes and keeping the house clean and making dinner. And all of those things are super essential for relationships. In fact, studies have proven that couples who help out around the house, who share household duties together, have better sex. And because it's all about reciprocation, right? It's all about sharing. It's all about sharing the workload. And also couples who, like, there's been studies that like many relationships have ended over dirty dishes. And yeah, it's like you can, the love can be there, the attraction can be there, but it's all about reciprocation. Like when one person's doing all the work, it's just not fair and it builds resentment and all kinds of other stuff. So, yeah, Venus in Virgo is all about showing up for each other to help the day run smoother. So while Venus is in Virgo, we may feel called to be of service. We may be called to be of help. Virgo is a sign that notices all the little details. So noticing what isn't being said, noticing what that person needs. But it does need to be checked a little bit because Venus in Virgo can be kind of critical. And so this is one reason why Venus has kind of a difficult time in Virgo, is because a lot of the ways that Venus wants to show her love in Virgo, it can come off as nitpicky. It can come off as unsupportive in most extreme cases. So what we don't necessarily want to do is pick on people. We can say, let me help you. It looks like you need help. That kind of thing. But what we don't want to do is like, be like, oh, like we don't want to be like ragging on people, basically. Like telling them that their hair is a mess, telling them this and that. Like we don't want to start the day with insults, right? Even though you might be trying to help the other person. So anyways, the other thing about Venus in Virgo is that it's kind of like a cross section between aesthetics and perfectionism. So Venus in Virgo might be a time where, especially if you're a creative person or you have some projects in the wheelhouse right now, you might go into hermit mode a little bit. So that's kind of another reason why Venus has her fall in Virgo, is because she's a little bit of a hermit. So during this time, we might feel like we're just busy, like we're really wanting to work on the thing that we're improving about ourselves or about our work, and we just might find that we're a little bit busier than normal. But that said, Venus in Virgo can be extremely thoughtful, especially when it comes to like little gifts and just thinking of people, sending notes. It could be the little things. It's the little things that count. It doesn't have to be this big grand gesture of adoration or appreciation. So yeah, do the little rituals, do the little things, like showing up for each other in little ways. It can go such a long way. So let's talk about Venus opposite Jupiter, because it's another huge layer to this ingress. I'm just going to wrap it right on into this video because, yeah, it's happening right away. So Venus opposite Jupiter. This can do a couple things. This could be a little bit of burnout from people pleasing, just like there's a theme of overdoing here, like I'm doing so much for other people. This pairs nicely with the upcoming themes of the Aquarius full moon, which we'll get into next time. But yeah, there can be just like a little bit of, and also like idealism. I think that Venus opposite Jupiter in this Virgo Pisces polarity, it is idealism about what relationships could, or in your opinion, should look like. And, we should indulge that vision a little bit. We're coming off the coattails hot, off of a Venus-Mars conjunction in Leo. Sexy and steamy and passionate. You can check out that video if you want to learn a little bit more. But that vision is still here to unfold. We've been like filled to the brim with inspiration around how we can bring more spice to our relationships. And so this opposition is that ideal vision of what it could be. Let it serve as inspiration. Let it serve as doing something big to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe it is a big deal that you start doing chores around the house, or that you start telling the other person like, no, I need you to do this for me. So these are big things. So yeah, that could be a little bit about how that's showing up. Venus opposite Jupiter is a little indulgent. So this could be a time where we're feeling like we want to spendy a little bit more, feeling a little spendy. And yeah, just like being a lot more generous, with how we show up for people and how we show love for people. And yeah, we want to treat ourselves a little bit and treat other people in the process, because hey, all this Leo theme is just like, enjoy your freaking life. So yeah, we may be just like still in that mode of Venus's recent transit through Leo and that conjunction with Mars, and just like, it's all about enjoyment. It's all about being here now and living in the moment. So we may feel a little impulsive to treat ourselves and other people in a very generous way. But it's also about showing up too, Venus and Virgo. So yeah, that's a lot of layers, but I hope you enjoy them. And I hope Venus in Virgo is equally as hot for you as Venus in Leo. So that was your astrology shot of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, or Patreon at AstroCatherine. You can also book your reading with me. I got all kinds to choose from. Or study astrology with me. Timing and Transits is our predictive module, and it begins in September. You can find out more on my website.